Just watched a video on YouTube from Greg Koukl, which he posted about a year ago, called How to Converse with Militant Atheists. And I want to just play some clips of it. I'm going to make a series of short videos and just play a few clips from it and just kind of debrief and talk about them. And so in this first clip, just to set it up, this fellow's called into Greg Koukl's radio show Stand to Reason, and he's passionate about apologetics. He's just discovered it. He says he's reading all the books from all the leaders of apologetics, which for him is Greg Koukl and Frank Turek and Lee Strobel and Warner Wallace. And he wants some advice on how to talk to all of his atheist friends. And he's asking how good do I need to be in all of the arguments I have in advance before I talk to my atheist friends? So that's the setup. And now Kokel is going to provide a reply. So we'll just watch a short clip of his reply, and then I just want to debrief that. Okay, now we'll just play the clip.
Start.
Okay, those are all great questions. First of all, I tip my hat to you. You have a bunch of atheist friends. You have what do they call it? A target-rich environment there, and so that's great. And
now there's just a couple things I want to note in terms of that very short clip. The first is a note that Kokel commends this fellow for having a lot of atheist friends. And then he describes it as a, quote, target-rich environment. Now, you might find it odd. I'll admit I find it odd to refer to one's friends as targets, and the environment in which one exists with one's friend as a target-rich environment. Uh, and that, for me, however, is not an incidental thing. It's actually pretty core to some of the problems with the ways that conservative evangelical apologists like Kokel do apologetics and think about it, is that they think about it with these battle motifs of that you're fighting with these other people and with their ideas, and you have to destroy their ideas in order to win them over to your side, which is, I think, a pretty problematic way of framing what is ostensibly a friendship with these other people. I mean, friendships are where you have mutual interests and you share life together, not where you're construing the other person as a target and you have to get all of your arguments in advance ready in order to defeat the target. And this just brings me back to the irony of the title of the video, where it's how to converse with militant atheists. What is it that makes these people, quote unquote, militant? I mean, the irony is it's the Christian apologist with all vim and vigor who is the one researching every possible argument he can to rebut these other people, and then receiving instruction, coaching, battle ready training in order to view them as targets that he can defeat in battle. And he's now going to go out and engage with them through his arguments in order to defeat them in battle. Which of these two individuals, the Christian or the atheist, sounds more militant? I would submit it's the Christian. And it's that kind of approach which I think is just for so many people very deeply off-putting about evangelical apologetics. That is very binary and military or battle-oriented, focused on arguments rather than people and relationship. And in that respect, often it gives people a range of arguments, but then it sets them up to alienate the very people that they ostensibly want to reach with those arguments.